All right, what's up, Central Division? It's Ben checking in here on a beautiful 4th of July weekend out in North Carolina. I hope you all are having a great weekend wherever you are in the Central Division, that you're having fun with your friends and family and having a good time. Thought we'd shoot a quick video for you to start out your Monday morning meetings with on follow-up call. You guys have put a lot of time in building prospects out there. You have tons of prospects out there. And I've heard as I've been on the road that people keep pushing you back. They're really not making decisions. Part of that might be we're not following up with them in the right way. For most students, what I saw originally, the first couple weeks was on the follow-up call, they were just going back in and asking for the sale quickly or just asking have they made a decision. And that's not what you want to do. So we've been trying to implement that we want you to be more customer service oriented, looking out for what's best for the customer and asking them if they have any more questions. So now students are doing that as well, but we really need you to do both. We need you to be customer service oriented, really looking out for the customer, but also wanting to make a sale in the end. So you have to be asking for the sale. And we have I have an example of a way that I would use if I was going back into a business to hopefully, really build back up the value quickly and then close down the deal, or at least try. They still might not have a decision that day, but if you don't ask for it, you'll never know. So what I would do is if I'm going back into a business without material, so I'm just going back in, I'm following up with them. Also guys, if you don't know when to follow up, the easy way to follow up with a customer or know when to follow up is by asking them. So if they say, yeah, give us a couple weeks to think about it, just simply say, well, you are pretty busy. Would you mind if I stopped in next Wednesday if I haven't heard from you? That way you know, okay, now it's Wednesday, I haven't heard from them, I can walk back in because they told me it was okay too. So if I was following back up, it's Wednesday after hearing that, I would simply say, hey Jessica, it's Ben with Tulsa Campus Day Planner again. I know I talked to you last Tuesday and you had said if I hadn't heard from you, I could stop in on Wednesday to see if you need any more information. Do you remember that?
I do.
Okay, fantastic. Well, how was your 4th of July weekend?
It was great.
Definitely. Well, again, I'm with the Tulsa Day Planner. It goes out for free for the students at the University of Tulsa. And I stopped in last week and we had talked about this publication. And I was really just stopping in today to see if you had any further questions or if you need any more information on making a decision for that. Did you need anything else today?
No.
All right. Well, I know the last time I was in here, Jessica, we talked about a half-page advertisement in there. And the half-page advertisement's great because it's a free color ad in the back of our publication. Again, this goes out to all the 5,000 of the students at the University of Tulsa. It's where we keep all of our information, and in the back there is the consumer guide section. So your hotel would be placed back here with a half page. You're also going to get an online advertisement on aroundcampus.com for free with that. Do you remember that half-page advertisement, Jessica? I can see in it.
Vaguely.
There we go.
Yeah.
So really what I see with the half page is probably putting your hotel on there across the top, the hotel name. I was thinking about it over the weekend, and do you guys do any specials at all towards the Tulsa students?
We have a student special.
You have a student special? Mm-hmm. Have you ever thought about doing a parent special at all before?
Yeah, sometimes they use that for that one.
Okay, because we have 8,000 students at Tulsa, and we have parents coming in, visiting all the time. They don't want to stay in our dorm rooms or in our apartments on campus. They would rather get a hotel while they're in the area, and I would love for your hotel to be the main hotel where parents want to stay at. So maybe offering a parent special would be a way to do that. Would that be a good idea for you guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Also, at Tulsa, we have a lot of fraternities, sororities on campus. Do you guys have a banquet room at all at this hotel?
We do have one.
Okay, fantastic. Well, what I really see doing is, again, putting the name of your hotel at the top. You guys have that great lobby area with the pool in the background. I would love to put a picture on the advertisement, and then maybe run the parent special on there, and then also talk about the banquet rooms you have for, social events. So really, you're driving a lot of traffic from the university. Does that sound like a good ad size for you still?
I think so.
Okay. Well, actually, back in North Carolina, we have a great graphic design team that does ads for free. So they'll put that ad together for you. And with all those things I just talked about, I think it would be a good idea to get that artwork really started. What we do is once we create the advertisement, we send you a proof of the ad. If you want to make any changes to that proof, you can make as many as you want until the publication comes out. Now, we're getting closer and closer to deadline, so the sooner we get that in there, the more changes you could make. So why don't we go ahead and just reserve that spot today. We'll get you signed up, and we can really just start the artwork for you. Does that sound like a good idea to you?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay, all right. Well, let's go ahead and do that then.
Okay.
Fantastic. Well, guys, that's just an example of how I would follow up with a customer, really try to rebuild some value quickly. I might even, build rapport a little bit longer on that to rebuild value in me and the product. But at some point, you got to transition back into a sales pitch. And the easy way to do that is to talk about advertisements. So if you hadn't talked about an ad size the last time, that's when you want to. So it would be quite simply, Jessica, I know we talked about a lot of things in the publication and you said you might be interested. Well, could I show you the different ad sizes and really see what's the best fit for you? At that point, I would show a bunch of different options, decide on one, and rebuild value in that spot. And then the same thing. It's very easy to talk about the artwork in our free graphic design team as a way to drive urgency, that we can create that ad for them. And it's a very nice way to not look pushy and ask for the sale because you want to create that ad as early as possible. So I hope that makes sense to you guys on following up. Now, it can even be easier than that, guys. That was me walking in the door with nothing to bring back to the customer. I would always suggest bringing something, whether it's a sheet on aroundcampus.com or it's more information on the market or just an idea you have. If you know how to create an ad, you could do that. But we also have great resources at UD to help you out on this. We do have Tear Pages on Demand. I know you've heard a lot about it, but if you're not using it, you're wasting a great resource. Tear Pages on Demand, let's say that was a Holiday Inn I went into. I could go on Tear Pages on Demand and print other Holiday Inns across the country to show different ad examples. So now instead of me having to be overly creative and show it, I could bring in different size Holiday Inn ads that have been done across the country and show those as my example to Jessica, and then talk to her about what would be the best fit for her, and then ask her which one she'd like to sign up for today. Now, if it was not a Holiday Inn, it's just a small hotel in the area, you also can go on Tear Pages on Demand and go by category. So instead of business name and putting in Holiday Inn and printing all the different ones, you could go in there and you actually could put in hotels, and it's going to bring in bring up all the different hotel advertisements that are on there to give you examples to walk in the door with. You also could go on 2009 Yellow Pages on the website, on the sales site, and print different hotels that you find on there that you like. And then lastly, guys, if you're not using it, you can have spec ads made for you. If you haven't done that yet, you're wasting a great resource. This is the first time we've ever done this where you can have a spec ad made for you. So if I went in there and had a great meeting with Jessica the last time, and I knew she was really excited, but now I've gone in 2 or 3 times and really she hasn't made a decision on it, it might just take that one more step to get Jessica to close the deal. And what I could do is in your resource guide, so you guys all know it, your resource guide, there is a spec ad request form. So it's a spec ad request form where you can fill it all in. You can put business name, logo, hopefully get some information to put on there. What you're going to do is fill it all out. You're going to scan it in as a request. They're going to realize that within 48 hours it's going to post where you could print off that advertisement made for that hotel. And now I can walk in the door and instead of just saying it to Jessica what I think would be in there, I could show Jessica a great advertisement done by our company. Trust me, guys, it's working for students across the country. Easy way to close a deal, showing them a great advertisement right away. If you're not using it, again, that's a great resource. We're going to be sending out this video in an email. Obviously, you guys are looking at it right now, but in that same email will be information on how to use Tear Pages on Demand, but also how to use the spec ad request form. So that's a lot of stuff on follow-up, guys. That's the point you guys should be at right now. You've built the leads. We want to continue to build new prospects, but we have a lot of prospects out there that we need to close the deal down with. A great way to do it is just be very customer service oriented and just simply talk about ad sizes with them, get them excited about the ad, and ask for the sale. Trust me, it will work for you guys. I look forward to hopefully seeing some of you soon. I hope you're having a great holiday again, and I'll talk to you later.